So, with 10 days to the Iowa caucus, I thought I'd do a quick update video on 2016 presidential election. Just give you some news on what some of the candidates are up to. We'll start with Bernie Sanders. If you haven't seen it, he's got a new ad out there set to the tune of Simon and Garfunkel's America, which is an excellent song. I've always loved Simon and Garfunkel. I don't know if he's got an endorsement from Paul Simon or Art Garfunkel yet. I know that Paul Simon's it's pretty democratic. Back in 2007, he was endorsing Senator Chris Dodd. It didn't help, Chris Dodd's chances, but I thought it was cool, and I was able to meet Paul Simon at Country Kitchen when he was there with Senator Chris Dodd, so I met one half of Simon and Garfunkel, so that was awesome. Moving on. So someone who's really on my shit list is Ted Cruz, because of something he said about Bob Dole. It was this kind of general statement. He didn't think Bob Dole was conservative enough. He said the same thing about John McCain and Mitt Romney, that none of these candidates were conservative enough, and that's why they never got elected. Being the big Dole fan that I am, like, fuck you, Ted Cruz. And of course, Bob Dole, my hero, shot back saying, no one likes Ted Cruz. And if he becomes president, he's not going to be able to get anything done because the Senate hates him. So, hell yeah. I couldn't think there would be anyone who could piss me off more than Donald Trump. But you've done it, Ted Cruz, so once again. Oh, and Trump. See how I brought him up. Of course, now the National Review, or just National Review, I don't know the exact title of that, but it's a fairly conservative magazine, and they came out against him with a pretty big article with like 20 high-level conservatives from like Will Crystal, Simon Boaz from the Cato Institute, and even Glenn Beck saying, no, we cannot vote for Donald Trump. Laid out their reasons. And of course, Donald Trump's like, it's just a dying magazine. No, I didn't even call it a magazine. He called it a newspaper. Let's see what else we got. Ben Carson. He suspended his campaign for about 2 days. They had one of their volunteers was killed in Iowa. Van accident, so they took 2 days off to deal with that crisis. And I don't have any judgment or anything to say on that, but I guess, it's good that he did that. O'Malley, still trying to gain ground in New Hampshire. He was on the phones with his volunteers, calling people up, trying to find those undecided voters. And Jim Gilmore, I couldn't find anything on him.